Okay, we're live back in the studios, and that was an exciting press conference.
What a
and
press
it really
conference.
caught us by surprise. So now we have the matchup set, as we mentioned, Alley-Oop versus Serial Killers, Rip It and Grip It versus Unfinished Business, and Winning versus Insane. And
Wow. 2 versus 3, 4 versus 5, 6 versus 7.
By the way, Winning
Who would
swept
think that?
Insane. I think Winning might be very happy with this result. They swept Insane this year.
And I coming in with a
Just
6-game
played
losing
twice.
streak. And
But Bobby, I saw on the bus ride back from the press conference
Yeah.
to the studios here, I saw Grip It and Rip It fans with brown bags over their head over their captain's
yeah,
decision.
I really don't get the
to
selection.
leave
Flipping
it to
a coin.
toss.
I mean,
Flipping a coin.
Listen, I understand flipping a coin with Insane versus Serial Killers, but
Right.
Steve Hazer versus,
Leo.
rookie Leo Casson, it's
Stevie Azer versus Leo.
Wow.
it's shocking to say the least. Well, listen, with who knows what happens? They might be laughing all the way to a parade down.
You know what? They
East
played both
Brunswick.
teams. They know how they played against both teams, and it's their decision. They can pick who they want. The funny thing is they didn't pick who they want.
Yeah.
They left it
They
up
left
to
it
a
up.
coin toss.
Loving the format.
Oh,
This pick who you play thing is a great thing.
Yeah.
all right. I think we have Jack from Brooklyn on line 1.
Hey everybody, how's it going?
Hey Jack,
Oh, is this Jack?
welcome to the show. You've been hiding all year when you were 4-7, but I
Yeah.
guess when you win 4 in a row, you decide to call in.
Yes, actually I announced to Bobby on draft day, after the draft, that I was taking a media silence for this season. We really wanted to concentrate on just winning. However, we started out, we couldn't win a game. So, the media silence really didn't work out, and then I fell into, after we got swept by Cheesehead, I just stopped watching the show because, all the hecky from Douglas was going to be too much to handle, and actually it was out of embarrassment of getting swept by Cheesehead, so we actually, as a team, stopped watching the show and decided to outlook Jemal and decided to call in every week. Watching this, total shock. Gripping and Rip It, they're a great team. I thought, they might pick us after, Alley-Oop didn't pick us. Everyone was Nathan Howard calling me yesterday saying that his team wanted us, we had no back, and that they wanted to play us. Going into today, watching the show, I really had no idea where the chips would fall. Being the 6th seed, you don't think you're going to get a home field advantage in, a pivotal game 3 if it even comes down to that. But, wow, amazing. Adam Shulman flipping the coin to see who makes the playoffs, to see who he plays, really takes some guts.
Very, very dramatic. I'm not surprised that nobody picked you, though. I think your team is very hot. Jeffrey Sack is playing fabulous. But what do you have to say that the plethora of defensive switches you've made over the course of the season seems to be very inconsistent with who you're going with at second base, at right field, at all over the diamond? It seems you're making a lot of changes.
This season's been all about, we made it, after I picked the team on draft day, we thought we had a team set. We thought we had, 3 shortstops. We thought Crowley could play short on some teams. He played in defense. We thought Johnson Elias, proven shortstop for the Brooklyn League.
Right.
And Benji Marta, former shortstop for the Walbridge Green Wave or whatever they're called, was the shortstop there. And he requested he wanted to play short. I think, that kind of hurt us because now guys who think they should be playing short are playing second and playing third. And, egos get involved. And, we really, a lot of the guys knew anybody. No one even knows who Jeffrey Saga is. And then he doesn't show up game 1. And, I have to say, no, he's really the best pitcher, guys. Don't worry about it. Just trust me. He's great.
Right.
And, had 6 weeks for him to get a lead in the first couple of innings. It really helped us out, the long fly ball to the curve before we take it throw the pitch up 2-3-0 in these games.
So Jack, do you foresee Chucky being the second baseman for the duration of the playoffs?
Oh yeah, Chucky is, all plays he's been making, rock solid. The right side of our infield, people say it's a big question mark, but, Setting Powell, all his reputation and all his talk is great, I love him. But Lapo really deserves gold glove. If I'm telling you, there's no infield that makes worse throws than my infield. This guy, he might not make diving plays, he might not have the range, but, first baseman in this league, they really saved, the overthrows is the biggest play of the game in my opinion.
Yeah.
That's why I really love playing with Sammy Powell. I think that's the reason why he stayed on last year, is that Leroy Fat is going to hit a ground ball to third, and if he's going to throw it away, this man on second, he's in for a big inning. And
Right.
Sammy Powell always makes the scoops, but Lapo this year always makes the scoops. Always, what did he hit last year? Yesterday he had like 5-6 hits, big shots, doubles in the cast, triples. The Lapo had a triple. I went right around the bases 2 times. That's how the ball went.
All right, Jack, we hate to cut you off. I know you've been avoiding the media the whole year, but you don't have to make it up in one phone call. But good luck the rest of the way, and we hope to see you in the championship.
Bobby, a lot of high-priced stars always blame the media.
Yeah,
and,
for sure.
It's not our fault. We call
We
it as
have
it is.
Eddie from Manhattan on line 2.
Hey guys, what's happening?
Eddie, call us. Speak up, please.
Everything on behalf of unfinished business. My captain, Maurice Haber, is tied up with his son's graduation tonight, so I wanted to call in on behalf of our team.
Are you out to dinner with Adam Schulman now? Because he said he was in Manhattan today also.
Actually, we named our team unfinished business this year because we lost last year in the playoffs to Adam Schulman's team, and we knew that we had business to finish with that. And so we knew coming in, actually our plan worked perfectly. We tried to throw those games yesterday, let them think that they could beat us, so that we knew they would pick us. And when we threw the coin toss, we were hoping that it would land on heads, so that we'd be able to get our revenge in the playoffs and be able to complete the business that we started last year.
So you're very confident going up against Rip It and Grip It, even though you lost 2 yesterday.
Couldn't be happier. Again, like I said, our plan worked to perfection. We let them think they could beat us yesterday so that they would pick us for the playoffs, and sure enough, it worked. And here we are, exactly where we want to be.
What do you think about facing A.B. Sakowitz in the postseason? He is the hottest pitcher in the league right now.
He is a good pitcher. Gives him a lot of credit. I like our chances with Stevie on the mound. Stevie hasn't really hit his stride yet this year, but he's certainly shown glimpses of the Hall of Famer that he is. And so I like our chances. A.B.'s a good pitcher, and I think we'll have the confidence having beat us last 2 days. But again, we'll be ready to go, and this time our guys are going to try a little bit harder.
So now you haven't had Stevie Azer till yesterday, and he lost both games. Is there a rotation going on? If he loses the first game, is someone else coming in?
Jackie Bawabe, maybe.
Bawabe, maybe.
Rotation. We do have a very deep rotation. We have Demi can come in as a lefty if we need it. We have Morabia, but our horse is Azer, and we're tying our wagon to him, and I believe that he can lead us to the promised land. In the playoffs, I think a lot of guys know the league don't realize that things change in the playoffs, and the superstars step up, and Stevie's certainly a superstar. And, he's due for a win this year, and we expect him to carry us.
Right. Eddie, I'm sure your team is really pumped up after hearing the news about Rip It and Grip It choosing you. So good luck the rest of the way. And I think it's going to be an outstanding series, as all of them will be. But I think it might be a little extra heated on your sidelines over there. All right. Good luck. Thank you.
By the way, Bob, Eddie just completed a wonderful regular season where he came in second in the batting title, only to Jack Jemal, I believe.
I believe we have Jackie Towell of the Dodger organization on line 1.
What's going on, guys?
Jackie, you're going to have to speak up a little louder, Jack. First of all, your team was not involved in this decision today, any of the matchups. What do you think with the bye? Do you think that's going to help your team, or you're going to lose focus a little bit?
Oh, no. We're definitely not going to lose any focus. I mean, we played 14 games already. We got a lot under about 1 week. 2 weeks is not going to change any of that. I mean, we had a 2-week layoff in the beginning of the year. We had that rain out. Actually, got that Passover break. and we came back fine. What's it called? What else is going on?
Jackie, you tell us what else is going on between you and Ike Adid. What's the story?
Yeah, we're hearing a lot of dissension. We thought the Cheeseheads had dissension.
I don't want to get into it too much. It's just, I guess you could say like we're a little bit of a fight, but it's not really going to be a big deal for us. I'm going to go out. I'm going to do my thing. He's going to go out. He's going to do his thing, and we're still going to manage to get it done.
He seems like he's upset. He mentioned Ike Mavora. I think it's going back to that draft day trade. Maybe he's upset that you really wanted Ike, but you got him. It seemed like he's still sour grapes about that whole thing.
Yeah, I think he was hinting that Ike Mavora
right?
is available now because he's not the postseason if you want him, and has a bye.
Yeah, I hear that. I'm not listening. I'm not taking any of that in.
Also, he seemed to have mocked you as a captain by stressing the word captain, like, oh, well, Jackie Towell, he's the captain, so he'll decide, blah, 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 blah. As it sounds like Ike was a little upset that he's not considered the captain and not making the moves on your team.
Yeah, well, he can keep, see, I guess there's a problem with me running the team, he's a 45-year-old guy, I don't know how old he is, he's me running the team, but, you like to be in control, I guess, but, we seem to be doing fine. Now, I let the team,
you came in first. You got the bye. How could he complain?
everything seems to be going fine. I don't know why he's upset. I don't know why he's upset, because, we're playing fine. It's just he seems to get down on, a lot of our players for making errors when he shouldn't be. That's just where, let's try to go out there and win. And, I don't know, I guess he just, as a pitcher, it's frustrating. I understand, you're pitching extra out, you're throwing extra pitches for pretty much no reason, but, you gotta understand that, the field's wet, it's dirty, and also, not to mention, our whole team was out of position because we're missing a few players this week, so.
Yeah.
But, I understand his position, he's a pitcher, and, you're working extra, you're working harder for nothing.
So you're confident you can put this behind you, your dissension?
No, the thing is with baseball, it's great is because you don't really need to have, people say, it's good to have a relationship on the team, but you know what, to me, if you go out there, everyone plays their position, you're going to, as good as the talent is, no matter what's going on with the teams, you're still going to manage to hit the point, you're still going to score runs, and as long as I go out there, I do my thing, and Ike goes out there and does his.
Right.
Nothing's going to stop us. It's not like basketball where, I'm not going to want to pass him the ball, he's not going to want to pass me the ball, we're not going to be working together on the same page. Baseball is much different. So.
All right. You heard it. Jackie, thanks for calling in, and good luck the rest of the way.
You got it. And one more thing. I'll say it for next week.
What do you got?
No, leave him alone.
You're on the air right
no.
now, Jack. What do you got to say?
I want to say something about it.
I'll say it for next week. I'll see you guys.
Okay.
Now, Jackie Towell has some MVP numbers out there, by the way, if you take a look. And his team came in first place, got the bye, and his numbers are off the charts. Won a game with a walk-off home run yesterday.
We should announce also that the ballots for Gold Glove, MVP, Rookie of the Year, Sportsmanship are all going to be sent out this week. But from the tone of that conversation, it seems that dissension and nothing was resolved from that.
On a first place with a team on a bye.
It didn't seem like they made up yesterday going into that.
We won 2 games in a row, and it was a love fest in Cheesehead land. These guys are in first. And
he's admitting that there's no love lost between the two of them.
And it started at the press conference when Ike called in and said, "Tell him Ike Mavora is available."
Yeah.
Blah blah blah.
Crazy,
So it's definitely a back and forth.
I thought he was really hurt.
Yeah. So I don't know what's going on there, and JT wasn't really talking just now.
All right,
So
we'll see. We have Jason from the West Village calling. Jason, you're on the air.
Yeah.
Jason, you're on the air.
What's happening, guys? First time, long time. It was a rough trying to get through to you guys. It's like trying to get on the Stern Show.
Well,
speak up, caller.
Speak up, caller.
This is Jason Marshall, teammate of mine from the Alley Oop organization.
That's right, and I was calling in for no other reason except to, and NRJ does a great job on the panel, and I'm a big fan, but what he doesn't get is support from the rest of the panel. Yesterday, he hit a tracer over right field, and he ended up digging into third base with a mud dive into that muddy
He got a base hit? You got a hit?
I got a leadoff triple late in the game with
Why
the
don't you
team
say something?
losing
So say
4-2.
something.
Now definitely speak
We
up,
didn't
Cole.
know
Now that
this.
we're talking about my hit. Head first slide into third. I thought I was at Woodstock. There was mud flying all over the place. And the team erupted from the site. It's like when you see something that rare, you get pumped up. And we scored 4 or 5 runs that inning and took the lead. Good call, caller. Thank
What a
you.
call.
And Jason, tell us your team had number 2. You had the first pick overall. You chose the Serial Killers.
I'm sorry. I said I wanted to defend the decision that was made that they said that we should have taken Insane there because they lost the last 6, and I know Doug is licking his chops even to be in the playoffs over there, but I think that it's a bad decision to try and choose Lawrence Shamman no matter what he's got around him because he's clicking on cylinders right now, and I think we did make the right decision.
I agree with you also. I did not want any part of Insane, even though they're in a big slump. But you saw the emails that I saw. Definitely a lot of people on our team did want Insane.
Yes.
So, I think we made the right decision.
And I can see why, but but we know you don't want to tempt fate in any way over there.
Exactly. With that roster with Boris and Sammy Town.
Did the majority want Zuriel?
I don't know.
We don't know.
It was pretty split. Some people even wanted Grippet.
Wow.
Right. Ali wanted Griffith the most because of the trash talk, but I think it's set up for a great playoff right now.
By the way, they played 4 outfielders against Alley in every at-bat except 1 yesterday. For some reason, in their game 3, our game 2, second time Alley was up, they only went 3 outfielders. He had a shot that still hasn't landed. This guy's incredible. Yeah, you can't play him with 3 outfielders, no matter how deep you put them. Got to be 4 at all times.
All right, Jason, thanks for the call. Are you going to be the full-time second baseman for the playoffs, or are you in a platoon?
No, I think I don't know what they'll decide, but next week Gaz is out, so
Oh, that's right.
it's definitely going to be me and Harari. I'll be at second, and Harari will be at short center.
All right. Oh, that's a big loss. You know, Norman Gaz Jemal playing outstanding defense.
That is 550, 600.
Wow.
Also.
Norman Gaz was pushing hard for the bye because he knew all year he'd be out this week, and now he's praying for rain, actually, so he could be back in time.
All right, Jason, thanks for the call, and we'll let you go. We've got another phone
By
call.
the way, Bobby,
Yeah.
I think it's Griffin and Rippin, right?
Yeah.
Grip it and rip it. Bobby likes to say rip it and grip it.
Oh, it is Grippin' and
Yeah,
Rippin'?
it's
Grippin'.
I forget what they're called, you know.
Rip it and grip it.
Rippin' and Grippin' sounds better.
Thanks for taking my call, guys.
All right, thank you. All right, so Jason Marshall calling in. The team
We got to make our picks, I think.
Yeah, okay, so...
Playoff picks.
No, we got that down. Now, let's see, we got number 2 versus 3. Alley-oop
Alley
versus Serial
versus
Killers.
Zuriel.
And I'm going to go with, even though rookie pitcher Max Shadid's going up against veteran Red Nestor, I like Alley's team to take this series. I'm going to probably say sweep, 2-game sweep, yeah.
I'm going with the resurgent Max Yadid, who was very strong yesterday, pitched very well. Since the suspension, he has had 3 very well pitched games, and I'm going with the resurgent Max Yadid and alley-oop with the sweep.
Quite a surprise with that pick.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm going to have to go against both of you. Alley-oops only wins recently against Insane, a team that lost 6 in a row without Mo Shamma, who was sick. You're not beating Serial Killers. They're pumped up now that you picked to play them.
Yeah.
Their defense is way too good. I say they're going to win in 3 games. Serial Killers in 3. That's my
Serial
pick.
in 3.
Yes.
Okay.
By the way,
And I wouldn't be
First
surprised
time.
if they sweep.
we are keeping track of the predictions now
Okay.
for the playoffs.
You
So
still
we'll
want to
see
pick your own
exactly-
team?
100%.
We'll see how we stand the rest of the way. So who did you pick? I'm sorry, Mr.
I am picking Serial Killers in 3.
Really?
Yes.
Okay, so
You're picking
He's
what?
picking.
I
We're both
picked,
picking.
Alley in 3?
Alley
Yeah,
in 2.
Alley in
I said
2 or
Alley in 2.
Sweep. Sweep.
I
Sweep.
said 2, yeah.
Okay.
Now the next matchup, number 4, unfinished business. No, number 4 is Rippin' and Grippin' versus 5 unfinished business. I am going. I'm going to say Steve A's is going to pull this off in a 3-game series, an outstanding, low-scoring series, but I think they're going to win in 3.
I think Unfinished Business is going to win the series also. I don't like the pick from Grip It and Rip It. I definitely think Unfinished wins. Steve Azer, though, the scores haven't been that low coming from the last couple of weeks that he's pitched. You know, he is getting hit lately. I don't love their defense in the outfield, Unfinished Business.
Yeah, I think that's the thing that's going to, if anything, is going to deter their progress in the playoffs. That's the only thing I really worry about. With
I'm going to go with Unfinished Business in 3 also. So we're on the same page so far.
I'm going to agree with that. I'm liking Unfinished Business also in 3. 2 very even teams. Grip It and Rip It's very, very hot, but I just like Unfinished Business all year.
Right.
They have a lot of hitting on the team. And Stevie Azer, I see Unfinished Business in 3.
Okay.
Now the last series is going to be number 6 Winning versus number 7 Insane. And well, I tell you, I don't have a good vibe about Insane this season, the way it's going. I think they're going to be without Buka for, you know, they're really short-handed with bats as it is. I'm looking at Winning to continue their torrid pace and win. And I think I don't know if they're even going to win a game out of this. I think in 2 games, sweep.
They already swept them,
Yeah.
so they're going to win 4 straight against
Yeah.
Insane. Okay.
What are you saying? Because I can't decide.
I'm going to go here. I think this is the end of the line for Winning. I think that, you know, sometimes a team pushes so hard to make the playoffs that they sort of have nothing left once they get there and they feel like they accomplished something. And Insane has really had nothing to play for other than the bye maybe. But once they started losing, you know, Mo Sham is sick, they took off the week, they still made the playoffs. I like Insane in 3 games. I don't think they'll sweep, but I like them in 3 games. But I definitely think they will win the series over Winning.
I could really go either way here. I definitely see 3 games. The only thing is, once Insane wins 1, I feel like they could turn their season around and win the whole World Series.
Right.
So I don't know what to do here, but I'm gonna go with I'll go with Winning in 3.
Winning in 3.
Yeah, I don't know. I could go either way.
I'll tell you, a lot of pressure to put on Leo Casson in his first year to try to, you know, to beat Jeffrey Sack in the first round. You know, it's a very good team behind them, but listen, it's different. It's going to be difficult. So if he, I'm rooting for the kid. He's a great kid, but I don't think Jeffrey Sack is going to lose this series. All right, I believe we have a call coming in.
Eddie Hakeem, line 1.
Eddie from Baton Rouge, you're on line 1.
How you guys doing tonight?
Hey, how are you?
Good, Eddie.
Eddie, one of our long-time callers.
Tonight, but I wanted to say how proud I am of my team.
Well, Eddie, what's going on with your team? Eddie, of course, a mainstay of the Dodger organization. What's going on with your team between Yedid and JT?
I don't know. From what I understand, everything was fine, but I mean, he had to put some extra pitching yesterday, you know, with all the errors in the field. It's understandable he was upset. You know, we could have closed it out a lot sooner than we did. But that's what it is. I have no idea about it. Tension or anything.
Now, last week you had something to say. Are you just afraid of them at this point? Have they silenced you?
Being afraid? Come on, guys. No, last week I had something to say.
By the way, did Ike Yedid bat this week?
Together, and that was it. You know, it was good.
Did Ike bat?
Well, he had no choice. He only had 9 guys.
Oh, no, guys, right.
Ike batted yesterday. He did very well, very well. I mean, like, he had some hits that I could have gotten a triple on, you know, but he just jogged over to first base, you know, and allowed our people to score some RBIs with him, you know. It was unbelievable yesterday.
Okay.
So give us your thoughts on, you know, getting the first week bye. Who do you want to see? What team do you want to face going forward?
That's a big one. That's a big one. Well, it's, from what I understand, it's going to be Alley-oop versus Serial Killers.
Yeah.
Right.
And I think Alley-oop's going to pull one off on them, you know. So they're going to advance, you know. Grip It and Rip It. I don't know who they're facing, but
They're facing Unfinished Business.
Maurice.
Oh, that's going to be a nice matchup.
Yes, be very good.
It's going to be a nice matchup. I don't know. I don't know who's going to make it, who's not going to make it. It's going to be a tough series.
Who would you have picked if you came in second place and you didn't get the bye and you ended up in second? Who would you have picked? Let's say Maurice, unfinished business, stayed in first. Who would you have chosen?
I would have picked Serial Killers, I believe. You know? We took them really well on the first game that we played them, the only game that we played them.
Yeah.
But you know, I felt very positive about beating them. You know, so.
All right, Eddie.
Yeah, any problem?
Anyway, enjoy your week off, and hopefully we'll see you on the field on Sunday.
Absolutely,
All right.
absolutely. I'll be out there to watch all the games.
All right, thank
Good
you.
luck.
AB calling from Long Branch. AB, you're on the air. AB, we lost the caller. That's good.
All right, Bob. I think everyone's got all different opinions on who people are picking, how the series are going to fare. I think they're all going to be good series, close games. This is got to be the best year of the YMSL in decades with these matchups. That's for sure.
Yeah, no, I mean, like we mentioned earlier, that all 10 teams actually had a chance going into the final week of the season to make the playoffs.
Mm-hmm.
Some were extremely slim, but nonetheless, at least they all had something to play for. And the game.
By the way, Eddie Michon is protesting the coin flip. He said that it may have hit something on the way down the coin or something like that. So ASA meeting tomorrow night. We'll let you know how that goes.
All jokes aside, this is a true story. At the top of the first, Eddie Michon made a protest.
Again?
Yes. Unfortunately, the
What did he
umpire.
protest? Maybe you should protest the draft.
The
It's not over.
umpire he made the protest against was the head of the umpire that decides protest. What happened was there was a ball that got by the first baseman, landed in a puddle.
Did it go out of play?
No, it was in play, landed in a puddle. So the umpire called dead ball. So Eddie Michon goes, how can it be a dead ball if it's in play? So he goes, didn't you see it landed in the puddle? So he goes, yeah, but you didn't say if it lands in the puddle, it's out of play.
I think he's been right about every one of his protests, by the way. Every time I hear that should be in play, so go in the puddle and get the ball.
Unfortunately, it's the unwritten rule that the ball that's in the puddle is a dead ball. But they didn't say that at the, at the
ground
the
rules.
captain's. Yeah.
Was this like a pond or was it
Yeah,
a
it was a lot of rain. There was a puddle between first base and the fence. It was a little, and the ball landed right there. So the umpire was working is Hal Schwartz, also the head of the umpires union Central Jersey, and he made the call. So he said, "It's under protest." Well, he says, "Well, I'm the guy who handles protest. I don't care protesting." So he was a YMSL record, 3 protests in 3 weeks, and he was successful.
They had more protests
that
than
could-
wins, I think.
That could carry over the next year also. That type of record carries over. So if he protests week 1, he could break the record
Yes,
also.
yes, it does carry over. And, so at least they were good in the protest department, that team.
By the way, the prediction by their pitcher early in the year was that they were going to make the playoffs, and they finished, were they in dead last or second to last?
No, they finished dead last.
Who wins
finished
that
dead
game,
last.
that protest game? Who gets that win? Watch out versus them. What had he
They
do?
never picked it up, so watch out obviously
I
wins,
don't know.
right?
It was blacked out in the world, so we don't even know.
Well,
But I want to add one thing. Yesterday in the game, talking about Tiger Blood, Joe Chira yesterday made a catch.
I heard about this catch.
One of the, I have to say, the best catch I've ever seen in the history of the league. The guys that were there, Chucky, Mart, they never saw a catch like this. He was playing deep center field. Jacobatti was at the plate. He hit a ball over Joe Chira's head, straight away center field. Joe Chira's running back like Willie Mays with a full dive extension with his back facing home plate.
Wow.
Backhanded the catch and made a catch, and the game was out of reach, but it was something to be seen. I mean, both teams were just in awe, and Joe Chira showing where he's headed in this league. So,
I didn't see the catch, but I heard about it in Meadowbrook.
yeah.
From so many people said at the same time.
We
Joe
heard
Chira
about
made
it.
the catch.
We heard about it at Logan, and we were hoping for Tiger Blood to win that game. So when we heard about it, we all went there actually to see maybe it would spark them and they'd win. But
something out of this world. I mean, it really was. That was one positive for the Tiger Blood this year. Actually, there's a couple of things I want to mention. Yesterday we talked about the field conditions. with the games yesterday. It was a miracle the games got off. A lot of people contributed to help the games get off, and I'm happy to say that two gentlemen to my left did absolutely nothing to help the cause. But I would like to say,
Anytime.
Douglas became 10:29 for 10:30 game. Very, very nice.
Did you?
A little early. Maybe 10:28.
Guys, David from Green Branch Landscaping and his crew did an outstanding job. Got there at 6 o'clock in the morning to rake the fields, water, move the puddles, sweep, whatever they had to do. Albert Towel and Ricky Towel,
David's wife.
also did an outstanding job at Logan. Irving Hannon helped out also with, at Meadowbrook and Memorial. Ike Mavora for the Cheeseheads, and now he wants to do it full time. That he has a lot of free time over here. Yes. Max Sutton, Albert Jemal got down and dirty to help out. Chucky Abadi,
Red was there at 8.
Jack Abadi, and Sandy
Red was
Suitcase
there at
Sutton
8?
helped. Yeah, Red was complaining. He got to the field at 8, and he doesn't receive emails after that, so he didn't know the game was delayed. He was upset, and he could have had a job at the airport he lost.
Right.
So all those guys helped to get those games off the ground, and we're happy that we did. And now the real season starts, and I think once again it's going to be an outstanding postseason. The YMSL, it always goes the distance, and always close-fought games.
It's always good at this point, at this juncture, to say goodbye to Douglas's team and to focus on the real season.
I need that quarter. I need to flip if I'm going to Home Depot or Lowe's on Sunday.
Right.
Flip the coin.
And I think it's going to be a great postseason. And I guess next round, the Dodgers, it's same scenario.
Yes,
the Dodgers
yes.
have to pick who
The
they
Dodgers, if Jackie
Yeah.
Towell's around, he should be scouting these games and deciding who he wants to pick to play.
Well, Ike D should scout and see who he wants to play, and then
Right,
Jack
and then they
can
can fight.
disagree with him. Right.
Yeah, that's going to be. We don't know who's going to make that pick, but
That's going to be fun.
you know,
That phone call.
yeah, definitely
Yeah.
will be. And so I would like to thank everybody for tuning in. And that's it for the Week 7 recaps. And next week we'll start our postseason recaps. Thank you. Good night.